Hi guys, and welcome to another PPTV episode. It's me, Beth, your host and social media extraordinaire. And today, my guest joining me is Alex Lowery.
Hello everyone.
So, welcome. Hello.
Hello Beth.
Nice to finally have you on the show.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
So, what we're going to be talking about is actually quite different from what we normally discuss. So, I'm quite excited to get into it a bit.
Yeah.
And I think it's quite interesting of like how property, it keeps evolving, just not in a like investor sense, but like in the technology sense as well, of like all the things that you're able to do now, and like to give people viewing online just that extra insight into a property.
That's it. Well, most people's searches start online these days.
Yeah.
You know, of course you've got to make good relationships with the agent, but for the most part, most of us start on Rightmove or on a direct website. So to give people, you can quickly rule out either the properties you don't like, and you really get to properly see a property that you do like before you even go and view it. And then you're already prepared.
Definitely.
In a way. And then when you come away from a property, when you have seen it, sometimes you forget what it's been like, and you haven't always got the pictures you want. So we think, wouldn't it be cool if you could just have it there to view before you go, to view after you go, to show to family, to show to your partner who maybe can't make a viewing. You know, that is just on the residential side. From the kind of healthcare and hotel industry, if say you're going away for a weekend, like with the family, you're booking somewhere in, I don't know, Scotland, and it's £3,000 for a weekend or something, you know. I'm sure people pay more, I'm sure people pay less, but you never go view a property like that before you exchange the money for it. So if you could look around it and assess whether it was for you or not, I just think it helps people to make a more informed decision. So it helps the owner showcase their property, and it helps the person who wants to pay for the property to be more, you know, sure in their decision.
Feel more confident. Especially when you're paying, for instance, like you said, like £3,000 for a property, you kind of want all the information that you can get right away. Yeah,
you do. I think it's best to just be informed and then, you know, not be disappointed. You know, people can only take such good photos, and even then, photos can be distorted. So this way, there's no hiding. It's an amazing piece of kit to look around it.
So how did this come about then? So you were investing in property yourself anyway.
Yes.
So then how did you end up going down this route?
So it came about, me and my business partner kind of saw a similar tour. And I just thought, wow, that's bloody cool. That's absolutely amazing. And then one of my friends, who was also at uni, was involved in a similar thing, but it wasn't really being underutilized. We thought it was more for student accommodation, which it works for. But we wanted to really push it and thought, well, we know loads of people just within our network who could use this. We could use it ourselves. We know family friends who could use it, who maybe have development businesses who want to showcase maybe like their show home. So we just thought, well, we can buy the tech to do it. We've got a couple of techie people in our team. So we just went out and started to ask people, is this something you'd be interested in? Yeah. It speaks for itself when you see them. Some people just think, wow, that's amazing, I could use this on my property, and it doesn't really take much selling. We're just providing a service, because not too many people are doing it. And it's such a useful tool. Definitely, and I think there's loads of different applications for it as well. Loads. We sat down when we first started, and we maybe made a list of kind of 30 to 40 applications it could be used for. You know, obviously mostly within property, but within that you have, like I say, the restaurants, the heritage, the hotel, the healthcare industry. You could either use it for kind of supercars, yachts, you know.
Anything.
Yeah, pretty much anything that you want to be able to virtually walk around at your own pace and actually it be interactive. You can pretty much do. The useful thing, as well as it being virtual, is to be able to add points onto things. So like you could look around this room and you could have there could be a click point on here that said this TV is a 50-inch, whatever it is. But you could use that for like a hotel room, so someone could be looking around. and on it would say, this hotel room is £500 a night, or whatever you charge. Here's the availability, and you click through, and then you pay.
So many different things. Even on a property viewing, like the features can be highlighted that way from the seller, can't they?
Yeah, anything. So when the boiler was last serviced, when the kitchen was put in, what the kitchen is, you name it, what the cooker is, what the specs of the cooker, the bills, any boring points you want to put in, or exciting points you want to put in. You can put it in. So it's quite flexible. It depends on each user, so you can put in anything you like.
Yeah,
effectively.
Oh, it sounds really interesting. It reminds me almost of like Google Street View.
Yes.
It reminds me very much of that, but inside a building, not on the street.
Yeah, it is, and it's that's the closest thing to it. We like to think we are. We know that we have obviously better quality images and add some different things, but you've hit the nail on the head there. It is pretty much Google Street View, but inside.
Yeah.
How useful is Google Street View?
So useful.
I'm sure most of us in the property world use it.
Yeah.
Because if you want to, go for viewing somewhere, or if you're going anywhere, most of us would kind of have a nosy around the streets first.
Definitely.
See where it
People
is.
like to be nosy, don't they? So this is just another tool for that.
Yeah, we're facilitating the nosiness of everyone in the country. Yeah.
So, I mean, that's absolutely awesome. And I feel like there's going to be such a demand for it. It's something that people just don't know yet that they need, almost, because they don't know about the service.
Yeah, that's it. It's changing, I think, as people come to expect more from the online world. There's no reason to not embrace it. I think it's not commonplace at the moment. So those who do embrace it are getting ahead. Like anything, like with social media or, doing anything. If you can spot the potential and act on it and get in there before everyone else, then I think you're going to benefit.
It's a real good standout point as well. Like
really
if someone came across that property on like Rightmove or something like that, and you have that instead of the still images. Yeah,
it would really help. It's time saving, I feel, because we're kind of going to a few different points. But if you're, say, an agent or you're looking to view a property, you're limited to, say, the agent's opening hours, or you're limited to the 24 hours notice that they have to give if it's tenanted or if it's lived in. If they just had a tour of the place, you wouldn't be relying on them. You could view it anytime you wanted, from the sofa or from anywhere in the world at any time. Like I say, show the wife or the partner or whoever. But from an agent's point of view, it's time saving and cost saving, kind of long term. Yeah. You think how many they're paying people per hour to go and do these viewings. They might not even do a good job. They might say the wrong thing. I'm sure we know a lot of people who probably shouldn't be letting agents or taking people around.
I guess from like the viewer's perspective as well, almost pre-qualifies the property.
Yes.
So you know beforehand that this actually ticks my boxes. Now I want to see it in person, instead of spending your day going up and down all these properties just to find one. This way, you only book the viewings for the properties you know you need to see. Yeah,
that's exactly it. A lot of people invest in the north, so say Liverpool. I know a lot of people in my area who do invest in Liverpool. They spend a day or two or stay over going to view, maybe cramming properties in, 10 to 15 properties. And sometimes you walk into a property and within a minute or two, you know it's not for you. And that's kind of half an hour wasted, at least, I'd say. Wasted, whereas you could look online, you could view, I'd say, 30 properties, 40 in an hour, if you're being quick. You could narrow it down to 10 or 5 that you really do like you say, it pre-qualifies them, and then you go and view those. And it's saving so much time from the agent's point of view, from your point of view. Maybe you don't have to stay over because you've already narrowed it down.
I think it's really exciting. I'm sure quite a few people watching will agree. Like, it's just the natural progression of things. Like you said, with social media, with technology, it's all going that way. So it's best to get on board than rather be left behind and trying to catch up.
Yeah, I'd say so. And just going on the social media, for anyone who's after content, it's amazing content. People doing videos and photos, and that is all amazing. That's all great. But you could add something different to it that's interactive. As you'll know, on social media, it's all about holding attention. Yeah. I think it's far easier for someone to click off a photo or quickly go through a slideshow. But if there's something interactive there that you can walk through, it's holding people's attention. It's something different. It's a piece of content that is there, ready. It's already prepared. It doesn't need editing. It's kind of already edited and delivered to you.
So you mentioned you have a few properties of your own. Do you use the service?
Yeah, I do. So for the HMO, I think I mentioned we filled it very quickly. So we didn't even need it.
You didn't even need the tour.
We didn't even need the tour. But yeah, I've done a couple of the serviced accommodation units that I've got, which has been really useful, especially for direct bookings. Airbnb don't, just to use one of the search engines, and Booking.com don't yet have the facility to use the VR tours. People like Rightmove and Zoopla do. They introduced it this year. Airbnb, I believe, are introducing it either this year or next year as well. But to get back to my point, for the direct bookings, I've just been able to, someone's inquired, I've just sent them the VR tour and they say, wow, this is amazing for a start. And then we know where everyone's kind of going to stay and in what room. So we'll book it.
That's great, just like that.
Yeah, that's good. And from my point of view, when I'm meeting investors, it's great to be able to pull out the iPad and say, well, why don't I just show you around
some of your other properties that you have. I guess it also showcases your portfolio as well that way.
Yeah, it does. That's it. Even if you don't want to showcase it to the world and put it online and put it on social media, it's a way of you personally having a record. It's almost like a little inventory. I'm also trying to work with people who do inventories for properties to say, use this.
This is how I would like the property.
Yeah, it is what it is. There's no hiding from it. You don't miss anything in the property. So yeah, it's a great way when you're meeting investors to show people. So yeah, used it for my properties. We're in the process of using it for lots more properties. Yeah, so I've had the benefit. It's just really cool.
It is really cool. And as tech keeps growing, I think it's just going to keep growing and growing more. Do you see like potentially different ways that this could grow, like as technology evolves in bits? I mean, even in our lifetime, Beth, it's been an amazing, absolutely amazing. Facebook live streams, phones, all of this. There's so much, so many possibilities that I'm sure I didn't even realise were on the horizon. So who knows where it's going to go? But I think Rob Moore was saying he wanted to do kind of live events, maybe virtual kind of reality, so you could sit in a seat at an event, and be basically feel like you're there, and maybe ask questions and look around and look at what the speakers are doing on stage. In terms of where it can go next, I just think it's going to get even better quality, more user friendly. We're hoping that it's going to grow and more people are going to start using it. In terms of if you wanted to go to the next step, you can use the headset. Okay, that's pretty really cool.
Most people have never really used a headset before. So you can use your phone. And it's just kind of like a £10 headset that you just slot in. But then there are proper headsets out there which are so cool. They create real depth, and it tricks your brain into actually thinking that you're there. I think they will improve. So the whole user experience will just continue to develop until we're hoping it's kind of almost the norm. Kind of like second nature, that if you want to view a property or view anything, you can virtually view it without the travel, the time, the expense, maybe. So I think things are just going to improve. I can never say where it's.
No, I know.
I never know what's around the corner. So you just, especially in the tech market, you've just got to keep up and try to stay at the front. Always be researching what's new, what's hot, what's fresh. All the buzzwords.
Get them all in there.
I got them all in there.
No, I do think it is really exciting. I know I keep saying that, but I think it is great that you guys have like embraced technology and like, okay, well, how do we actually use this in the real world? Like, it's great seeing it on a big showcase or something like that, but being like, no, what are the real world applications and how can it make everyone's life easier? I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, that's it. It's about finding the practical ways I've said it's cool, but apart from it being cool, how can people utilise this to better what they're doing?
It's all that time freedom, isn't it? Which is why most people are investing in property anyway. Yeah. It's just making that next step, isn't it?
It's just making it easier. We're just trying to provide a service to the real world and find as many applications for it as we can. So, we just want to help as many people as possible in that regard.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I can't wait for people to try it out and to have a play around, because it's a very visual thing. It's hard to explain it.
Well, like we said, pop a link in the... So Alex is going to pop a link below, and we'll make sure we add one for the YouTube version as well. So so everyone watching...
I did that.
Yeah. So everyone watching can actually experience and actually see what you're talking about and how it actually does differ from the virtual tours that do exist at the moment on some of the estate sites and bits like that.
There's different, it's all about the quality of it. Some are very... Other ones that I've seen have been quite bitty and hard to maneuver around. Ours are just kind of seamless, and you kind of just click around. So it has to be a good standard for it to be usable.
I'm excited to see them.
Yeah.
It's going to be good.
Yeah, I can't wait to get it out there.
What we'll do as well, we'll pop some of your contact details as well for everyone watching. So if they want more information, they can get in touch with you. They can see the tour as well, see what it's all about, and hopefully get on board as well.
Yeah. I'm happy to help anyone in the property industry. So get in touch. Maybe doing something with Progressive as well. So sit tight on that. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm excited for where things are going. It's something different.
It's very different.
Yeah.
I like it though. Yeah. It's not the norm, and it is doing property in a different way, which I think is quite exciting.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
I know. But that's it from us today, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. And like I said, if you do want more information from Alex or his business, Motion Real Estate Media, we'll pop all the links below so that you can get in touch. But yeah, make sure you go check out the tour. And yeah, we'll see you all next time.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.
Hi guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. So if you want more content like this and from the lovely Progressive and Beth, then hit subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.